Question number 1. How does your group benefit from labor management collaboration? We feel that we benefit from collaboration because we're able to hear firsthand from all of you about the real issues that are happening in the workplace. You're the ones that are hands-on with the work, and it's important to get your perspective when we're trying to come up with new ways of doing things. Question number 2. What are the challenges and difficulties you face when participating in labor management collaboration and LMCs? We talk about how one of the big frustrations is our lack of authority to make things happen in the committee. You know, we're all here to get things done, to implement new policies, and to make our work more efficient. But there are so many levels of approval that things need to go through. We all have bosses, and we need to get their approval. And then things have to go through central office, and sometimes this process is a long time. On the other hand, we sometimes feel that we end up spending too much time in committee meetings talking about grievance levels or personal issues instead of thinking strategically about how we can improve the whole system. Question number 3. What do you want the other group to know or understand about your group so they can be more prepared to dialogue you and support you? Our group said that one of the things labor may not realize is that we have to answer to people. You know, we're considered management, but we're more like in the middle because we're still held accountable based on policies and procedures. You know, we'll come in here wanting to talk about OT, but we may have just been told that we're not allowed to spend an extra dime on OT. So sometimes we're not the final word on something. Another thing we want to make sure you know is that we are really invested in this process. It's just hard sometimes because there will be things that we just can't share with you. It's not a personal choice. It's not that we choose not to share things. We're just not allowed to. So that is some of what we're up against when we come in this room together. Now, question number 4. What can your group do to build trust, enhance communication, and further collaboration between labor and management? We feel we can be better listeners. We are here to hear from all of you. We also said we could work harder to push through the labels and really, truly collaborate, to try to understand what your challenges are and help you to be more successful. Question number 5. What are 1 or 2 questions you would like to ask the other group so you can better understand their issues or concerns? The one question that we decided to ask all of you is, what do you think we could do to make you more successful?
Nice job, management team.
Well, now it's time for the good stuff. After both sides present in the caucus exercise, there's opportunity for questioning and discussion.
And it's amazing how well it flows since we've both had the opportunity to talk and present our own points of view without interruption.
So now it becomes a real dialogue where those questioning and acknowledging techniques really come into play. Let's listen in.
One of the things that was really interesting was that the questions that we asked to your side were answered in the section where you talked about the things you wanted us to know.
Yeah, and vice versa. It's like there are these dynamics in the group that I guess we just weren't talking about. But we all knew were there because we addressed them both in our presentations.
And I guess for me, the takeaway is how we're really not that different. We're dealing with different issues, but they're kind of similar in nature.
One thing I thought I heard you say was that you were afraid we'd view you as troublemakers if you brought too many issues to the table. Is that right?
Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah.
Well, I just want you to know, and I think I speak for everyone on our side, that that's not the case at all. In fact, we're happy when you bring things to the table, because it's the only way we would know some of these things are going on. And we want to know if anything's impeding our collective success.
And you know, I'm glad that you brought that up, that you're committed to the process. I remember you saying that you were frustrated with your lack of ability to act immediately, and I think that was a new perspective for us.
Wow, impressive stuff.
You're right. I think I saw all of the active listening techniques happening throughout that exercise, acknowledging, questioning, and even paraphrasing.
I was glad we got the chance to implement them in this exercise. And I do feel that through it, we also learned a little more about each other's perspectives.
Agreed, which is why we recommend that you conduct this activity with your own committees. The questions are available to you as a form that you can copy and hand out at one of your meetings.
So why not take a chance, step outside of the box, and take a walk in each other's shoes?
The more you do, the easier it will be to accomplish great things with your labor management committee.